Hello, my name is Andrew Chambers, and today I'll be discussing why we need to implement HEEYO AI for our students here at the Westview School. So the agenda for this presentation will focus on HEEYO AI's interactive educational software, the pros and cons of implementing and using the HEEYO AI educational software, the challenges with HEEYO AI and its educational software, and then we'll wrap up with any conclusions and questions. HEEYO and its interactive AI educational software. HEEYO is built from the real-world experiences of its founder, Xiaoyan Q. As a young girl growing up in China, she was fascinated with paper airplanes, particularly how to make them fly farther and build them more durable than the current ones. She would ask her teachers and parents for help, but they were often unable to or did not have the knowledge to satisfy her needs because it was something so new for her. So that's where she came up with HEEYO AI, because she wanted to come up with an interactive AI program that would be able to help kids with their educational and other interests where there might not be a mentor available to provide them with that information at the moment. It is fully compliant with the Children's Online Protection and Privacy Act, which means that the data you put into HEEYO AI is safe and secure and not accessible to hackers, and will not be sold to third-party companies. It will keep the data safe and keeping the kids safe, which is something that we need at Westview to ensure that our students are safe and not compromised. The thousands of games were designed by educational experts who took bits and pieces from different studies and all to create games and educational activities based on students' needs. So the needs help them with their education by making it fun in a way that is easy for them to understand and wanting them to continue learning more, which is important to keep kids hooked on AI educational programs. The pros and cons of using HEEYO AI. One of the first benefits would be enhanced learning. So this would enable students to learn more about their current interest or what they might be learning in school and allow them to, add more than what the teachers are currently teaching them in the classroom. Increased efficiency. So if all of the students are using HEEYO AI, the classroom can be more efficient because they can all be doing their own interest while learning the same material in a way that makes it easy for them, so it just helps make the whole process smoother. Data-informed teaching means that with the data that we get from HEEYO AI, we will be able to use that to do in-person instruction and help with teachers being able to plan lesson planning and stuff. Some negative aspects would be the academic integrity is a big one because students might not be focused doing AI, or they might expect the AI to answer and do all of it for them, and rather than the student's brain doing most of the work. Reduced human connection, because this is on the computer, there's less involvement for teachers and thus needs to be concerned, because if students don't know how to interact with people, then how will they survive in the business world when they have to do a conversation with someone? Bias and privacy concerns. That's a big issue because we don't know what the founder and HEEYO AI put into the AI program, so we're just not sure what they already know or what they don't know. The challenges with HEEYO AI. So like most schools, but especially here at the Westview School, we have a vast diversity in types of students we teach. We have students on the lower end of the autism spectrum, students on the higher end of the spectrum. And within those, there's different interest groups on all of our students. So while some students might be really into educational online programs, some might not. And some might have short attention spans, some might have long attention spans. So just figuring out, will it work for the majority of the students? And then slowly easing in those students who are not as keen to it. That way they'll see their friends doing it and want to do it as well. And students have a vast interest in education. They have different things that motivate them and want them to learn. So we will have to test it out first on a smaller scale to ensure that students find it interesting first before we implement it across school-wide, because we don't want to do something school-wide if a small group of students doesn't like it. We need to make sure that it works well on a smaller scale before we go to a larger scale. HEEYO AI will transform education here at the Westview School and allow our students to achieve new opportunities while exploring their passions in a way that they have previously not been able to do. Thank you.